Hello everyone, welcome back to the map of mathematics. In this video, we are going to solve this nice math Olympiad geometric challenge, and here we have a nice right triangle A, B and C, in which the length of one side is A and the length of other side is 89. It is denoted by B, and the third and the longest side is C. So here you see that it is a right angle triangle. So it means that the side opposite to the right angle is known as the hypotenuse, and the other two sides are base and perpendicular. So we call this side as base and this side as perpendicular. So here our question is that we can find the parameter of this right triangle, and we find the area of this right triangle, as well as we find the value of the length of side A and the length of side C. So in using this less information, we can use some tricks to find all these given questions. So that here we write the hypotenuse, base and perpendicular of this right triangle, and you know that in right triangle we will use the nice Pythagoras theorem. So according to the Pythagorean theorem, we know that it is hypotenuse square equals to base square plus perpendicular square. So it is called the Pythagoras theorem. So now we substitute the values of h, b and p from this right triangle, and here you see that our hypotenuse is called in this figure is c. So we write it here, it will become c square, and our base is a, so it will becomes a square, and the perpendicular is denoted by 89, so it will becomes 89 square. So now we can simplify this nice equation, and we easily get the value of a and c. First we find the values of a and c, and after that we move towards area and parameter. So that here we move this a square in the left hand side, and it will be written as c square minus a square equals to 89 square, and we know that 89 square will become 7921. So this is the uh, square of 89, and now in the left hand side we use the algebraic identity, and according to this identity we write this c square minus a square as c minus a times of c plus a, and it is equals to 7921. So here you focus on the left hand side, and you see that we have two factors are multiplied by each other, so that now we convert two factors in the right hand side. So we convert 7921 by multiplication of two factors. So here we have two possibilities in which you get the value 7921. So these two possibilities or choices are: the first choice is when we multiply 7921 by 1, then you get this value, and the second possibility is that 89 times of 89 also becomes 7921. So here we convert this equation in two cases. So this is our first case and this is the second case. So now we compare both of the sides and we write it as, so here you have case number 1, and here we write the case number 2. So that here uh, in case number 1 we compare c minus a, c plus a by this factor, and you write it as c minus a equals to 7921, and c plus a equals to 1. And similarly, in second case, we compare the left hand side on these two values, and we write it as c minus a equals to 89 and c plus a equals to also 89. So now we simplify these two cases, and we find the values of a and b. So now first we focus on case number 2. So in case number 2, when we add these two or when we subtract these two equations, then you easily get the value of a. So here you see that after subtraction of these two equations, we see that these are cancelled by each other and these are cancelled by each other as well. And we add this minus a and minus a, it will becomes minus 2 times of a, and these are gone and you get here 0. So here you get the value of a equals to 0. But if you focus on the given right triangle, you see here this a be the base of the right angle triangle. So we know that any side length of triangle cannot be 0, so it is not possible the base of the given right triangle is 0, so that we will reject this case because base cannot be 0. So here we can just proceed this case only, and in this case we easily find the values of c and a. So that here first we add these two equations, and you know that when we add these two equations, so this negative a and positive a are cancelled by each other, and you get c plus c equals to 2 times of c, and these two addition becomes 7922. And now we divide both of the sides by 2, so that when we divide both of the sides by 2, then you get 3961. So this is the value of c. And similarly, when you here we add these two equations, and when you subtract these two equations, then it means that you just change these signs. So this c are cancelled by each other, and we add minus a and minus a, it will becomes minus 2 times of a, and we subtract these values and you get 7920. And here we just move this minus 2 to the right hand side, so it will becomes, sorry, here we have little mistake. So you see that c minus a be the lesser value, c plus a be the greater value, because c plus a is always greater than c minus a. So we choose the greater value we assign the greater value in c plus a. So this is our c plus a, and this is the c minus a. So when you add these two, then a are cancelled by each other, and we get 2c is, and we get the value c is this one. And when we subtract these two equations, so this is the negative sign, so when we subtract here, this negative sign will become positive, and this is negative and negative, so these are cancelled by each other, and we subtract these two and we get 7920. So this is the positive value. So now this implies that we divide both of the sides by 2, and we get the value of a equals to 3960. So these are the values of a and c. So we can just write these values here. So our c over a will becomes 3960, and c will becomes 3961. So now we move towards to find the perimeter and area of the given right triangle. So here you see that the parameter p equals to, we know that the parameter be the sides, sum of all the length of the sides of triangle is called its parameter. So we add these three sides, so our parameter will becomes a plus b plus c, and the value of a is, here you can find 3960, and the value of b is 89, and the value of c is 3961. So now we add all these three values, and you easily get its parameter is 8010 units. So this is the our parameter, and now we find the area of this triangle. And you know that the formula of area of triangle is half time of base multiplied by its height or perpendicular. So here our height is perpendicular 89, so our base is denoted by a, and the value of a is 3960. So we substitute these two values here, 1 over 2 times of 3960 into perpendicular is 89. So here we cancelled these term by 2, and you easily get the value of area is 17622 and 0. So this is the area of the given right triangle, and this is the final answer. And thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos.